Alrighty guys, as here bringing us another Dragon Ball Legends TOP walkthrough video. This is going to be part 1 for season 25, and this is the team that we're going to be rocking with, right? So first thing that you see right here is all of my units are at friendship rank 10, right? My main team at least. So it's all the 6 right here and even the 2 on the bench, right? So if you guys are investing into like a main team for TOP, I would heavily suggest that you guys do the same. And if you guys are looking for replacements, as always, make sure you guys are filtering it by key restore speed. That way you can see who is optimal in that aspect, right? Because it does depend on kits, but a lot of this does depend on how high your key restore speed is too, because that is what's going to dictate your attack order, right? If you're going to attack before your enemy, how many of your units are going to attack before your enemy, if you're going to be able to take out a specific enemy before they can get their super attack, right? All of that good stuff. And I do get a lot of questions asking, why do I use this Legends Road Piccolo over the Demon King Piccolo? Well, just the simple answer is because I don't have him Zenkai. And honestly, if I did have him Zenkai 7 fully maxed out and everything, I probably would use him over the Legends Road Piccolo, right? Because if you look at his Zenkai ability, he buffs yellow and regeneration, right? Which is going to greatly benefit this Piccolo right here, right? The LF one. And the thing with the Legends Road Piccolo, when you look at his Zenkai buff, it is only for yellow and Legends Road, and even his Z ability is not that great, right? It's only 30%, or I mean 32% is not bad, but it's only for one stat, only for blast defense. So I definitely would say that the Demon King Piccolo is going to be a better option right here. And you know, because of the fact that this Piccolo is not in Z tier, I would honestly, I'm curious to see if you guys use this Legends Road Piccolo and the Demon King Piccolo side by side, right? Especially considering the fact that you kind of want to go for more Z tier characters so you can get the most of your points. The path that I'm going to be taking this season is not going to be that difficult. Alright, for the first fight that we're going to be taking on is this 3/5 stage immediately to our right, It's definitely not the most optimal, but we're going to be going against this fight. It definitely doesn't feel that there's EX units on here, right? That's all I got to say about it. Alright, so this is the layout that we're going to be using for this fight. You can see right here, I'm going to be using Boo Tanks as, essentially he's going to get an upgraded special move tile. We got to be careful with Boo Tanks right here though, because there is 3 greens, but it's early on, and hopefully they don't do too much damage here, right? Hopefully, we're just hoping. Alright, first unit that we're going to be targeting is the red. That way we can take full advantage of Boo Tanks actually being here. And then we can go for the yellow because I know my Kid Boo is going to attack towards the end of my line of attack, right? And then we got to start taking out some of these greens. So we'll take out the EX first, and then we'll take out this purple cooler, and then we can go ahead and get these guys out of the way. I think that'll be fine. Alright, so I did include that fight, right? As always with these videos, I do like to include the very first fight at least so you can see kind of what my attack order looks like. The one mistake that I did make is I forgot to turn this stupid Piccolo, the LF Piccolo, to blast based, right? Because he does favor the blast cards over the strike cards, and he always starts off with the strike cards for whatever reason. But like I said, even with the 3 greens right there, Boo Tanks was pretty much safe. Everyone looks pretty healthy right here, and we even built up some super attacks, right? We do have Janemba right here ready to go. Alright, so next fight is going to be a 5/5 stage. It's going to be against this Gohan stage, right? So this is very important that you guys know this, is that Kid Gohan will always be your first priority right here. And that's pretty much it. Everyone else will kind of just die, right? You don't have to really worry about anyone else except for that Gohan. Alright, so this is the format we're going to be using right here. I think I kind of want to do something experimental here. We'll go, it might be bad, but it could also be very good. We'll go ahead and wait and see. Alright, so in terms of attack order, like I said before, I'm going to be really experimental here. I think another really important thing to note is Gohan, this kid Gohan, he has a really low key restore speed, right? So he's probably always going to be attacking at the very end, right? He's probably going to be always attacking last out of all of your out of all of the units just in general, right? Because I think his key restore speed sits around 1,600. I know for a fact that all of my units have a higher key restore speed than that. So let's try to get Beerus out of the way first, because I know my Janemba's getting that guaranteed super attack. And then we'll take him out of the way. We'll get him out of the way. And then we will get Bulma, Piccolo, Whis, and Shallot. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so the experiment was a success. We were able to take out Beerus first and then Gohan without suffering any type of super attack right there. You can see he has it fully built up, but he was not able to use it, otherwise the gauge would be empty. But I would say pretty good overall, right? I think that was a pretty good run over. We built up some more super attacks right here. Janemba used it and practically has it again. This is why I like using that Janemba so much. Plus, it always helps out that he's in Z tier, right? He has relatively high key restore speed. I do enjoy using him a lot. Alright, next fight is going to be straight above us, this 4-5th stage right here. This is against the Sun family stage. These are the stages that I look forward to the least. Let's go ahead and talk about our formation. Alright, so this is the formation that we're going to be using for this fight, right? And you see me actually swapping out the Kid Buu for the Omega Shenron, just because of the fact that Omega Shenron has the higher key restore speed. I want to try to go ahead and just blitz these units down, right? That's the whole point of having these high key restore speed units, so you can attack before your opponent. So we'll do it like this, and then plus we'll get to save the super attack that Kid Buu potentially just would have wasted right here, right? Alright, so the attack order is going to go as follows. Goten first, Gohan, Kaioken, and then we shall go for this guy because he has a buff against regeneration. And then we'll double down on getting the purples out of the way, right? Go ahead and get this Goten. And then this, the healing Goku at the very end. I'm a little bit worried about the purples just because Green Cell can take a lot of damage. But I think we'll be okay. I think. Alright, so coming out of that one, I think it was the correct move to bring in Omega Shenron right there just to guarantee that I wouldn't take any super attacks right there, right? 1 million points. We'll go ahead and take that for sure. I think we could have been a little bit risky though. I think it was definitely safer to bring in Omega Shenron, but we could have been a little bit more risky and brought in the Kid Buu just to yield some more points overall. Alright, next fight is going to be directly above yet again. It is going to be a 5-5 stage, but it's going to be somewhat of an easy stage, right? You see the EX units and you know that you're in good hands. Alright, so this is the format we're going to be using for this fight specifically, right? You see me not using this key recovery up tile, right? Because I want Bootanks to attack first. I have him on key recovery tile already. And then these units up here, like this Piccolo already has a high key recovery. This Cell already has a high key recovery. There's no point in me putting them in there. It's just going to mess up my attack order, in my opinion at least, right? This, you know, some of you guys may not agree with this, and that's okay. Alright, so for the attack order, I do want Bootanks to attack first, so I think he can take out Pikkon right here. Maybe not one-shot him, but he'll get him pretty low. And then right after that, I want to get Zamasu out of the way. And I want to get all the reds out of the way because I'm running the 2 yellows, right? And then we'll go for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And then these guys are not much of a threat since they are the EX units, so we can go ahead and just take them out like this. Alright, so coming out of that one, I think everything went perfectly. 1.2 million points right here. We did come up on a super attack for the first form Cell. Got the full kill. Everything's just going according to plan at this point in time. Alright, so for your first 5-win bonus, the streak, right? The 5th win bonus, going against this 5-5 stage, and it's against this Gohan stage once again. We've already been through this, so it's going to be very easy to go through it again. Alright, so this is the formation we're going to be using for this one. Unfortunately, Janemba does not have his super attack lined up, so we probably won't be able to get Beerus. We won't be able to kill him before he inflicts with Can't Attack at the start of the turn 2. So we're going to go ahead and just cut our losses right here. Oh well, it just be like that sometimes. We're going to save Kid Buu for another time when he's going to have a more opportune moment to unleash his super attack. Alright, so we're still going to attack. So we're going to attack Gohan first and then we'll try to see if we can get Beerus down or not. And then we'll go for the Bulma, Piccolo, Whis, and then Shallot once again, just like that. Alright, so unexpectedly, we were able to go ahead and take care of Beerus before he hit us with the Can't Inflict attack. Right, so what had happened was we super attacked Gohan, right, with the first form Cell. And then my Legends Road Piccolo was actually able to finish him off, and then the rest of my units were able to just focus down Beerus, and everything just went according to, I mean, it wasn't according to plan, it definitely was luck, but we'll go ahead and take that. We are building some super attacks up right here too. Janemba's back at 100% to his gauge, everything's looking right. Alright, so moving on to next fight, you can tell right here, it's pretty linear. We're going to go for this 5-5 stage, and it's, once again, there's EXs right here. We've already been through this fight here as well. Alright, this is the formation that I want to use right here, especially since Janemba does have 100% to special move gauge. I'm going to go ahead and try to snipe a green unit and then go for the designated red, right? So let's go ahead and see if that can actually work out for us right here. Alright, so let me go ahead and just designate an easy green to take out, which would be the EX, right? Since the lower end stats. And then we'll go for the red unit, go for this purple cooler, and then we can go ahead and just, you know what? We'll go ahead and take out a green right here. We'll take out this Gohan, and then we'll go for this guy, and then for this guy. Alright, so unfortunately, Bootanks did take 2 hits right there, which doesn't seem like a lot, doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot, especially for Bootanks, given how squishy he is in nature, right? But I would say other than that, everything went, the experiment went successfully. We were able to snipe out the green unit and then successfully get the red unit out of the way on turn 1. And as you guys do know, killing 2 units on turn 1 is just, it paves the way for success, 100%. Alright, next fight's going to be to the left of us, another 5th stage right here. It is Sun Family, so I mean, we've gotten this far with only fighting 2 Sun Families. I would say that's pretty good, but just going against Sun Family in general is just a very annoying task to do, so let's go ahead and talk about our formation. Alright, so this is the formation we're using here, and we're actually going to take advantage of one of these key restore speed tiles with this Bootanks, right? Because in case you guys didn't know, his blue card... So his blue card has the ability to cancel enemy attribute upgrades, which makes that blue Gohan extremely squishy. So if I can land the blue card on that Gohan right off rip, he's gonna go ahead and just get melted like butter by my green units right here, right? And then I think we'll successfully be able to just melt the Goten afterwards. So let's try it like this. Alright, so attack order we'll actually prioritize the Gohan, and then Goten, Kaioken, the Goten, then this red GT Kid Goku, and then the healer Goku at the very end. Alright, so that fight went so damn well, bro. This is the reason why I like Bootanks. Even though he's starting to dwindle down in HP, it's the reason why I bring Bootanks in every single season, right? I'll go ahead and just play a short little clip of what happened. We 2-carded that tanky blue Gohan by getting the Bootanks the super attack, and then immediately following suit, Cell just finished him off with a singular blast card right here, right? We got the full kill, no super attacks taken, 1.3 million points. We take those 100%. Alright, so next fight, going back to the right side, is going to be this regeneration stage. So it's something a little bit different. It's something you still have to be cautious of, but not as cautious as when dealing with Sun Family. Alright, so this is the formation we'll be using right here. Bootanks is going to be taking a little bit of a break. He'll sit on the bench for this one right here. Alright, so I think in terms of attack order, this 21 is the first threat, right? I don't want to get hit by her Solar Flare on turn 2, so we'll attack her first. And then I'll start working on Piccolo, right? Because Piccolo can also be an issue. I don't want to take care of him too late, otherwise he will get his super attack. And then we'll take out his support with this blue 21. We'll take out the purple 21, the yellow DKP, and the revival at the very end. Revival, like I always say this, but I always tend to take care of the revival at the very end. So that one wasn't too bad. We did need to rely on the rush at the very end, but typically when I fight up against revival units, I do end up relying on the rush regardless. Either way, got the full kill, 1.3 million points, and we are building up some of our other supers right here. Unfortunately, Janemba wasn't able to build up straight up to another one, but I mean, you can't really complain. I am definitely a big fan of that Janemba card. Alright, next we have this 5th stage right ahead, and it's thank God it's an easy one, right? Or not even thank God, we've actually been kind of like smooth sailing this entire fight, right? Except for the Sun Family stages. So let's go ahead and talk about our formation. Alright, so this is the formation we're going to be using right here. It's definitely a very safe formation, and there's a ton of sustained damage cut tiles, so this shouldn't be difficult at all. Alright, so the attack order, I want to take out the support first, for sure, right? I want to take out this blue 21, and then I think we could easily take care of Chi-Chi, and then we'll get another blue unit, and then we'll circle around back to this purple 21s, right? So like a blue, purple, and then we can go ahead and take out this baby Vegeta and then the Shin run at the end. Alright, I would say that fight went pretty good, besides the fact that all of the enemy units were just targeting LF Piccolo. Like you can see, everyone else is nice and healthy and swole, but they all wanted to just go ahead and jump my LF Piccolo, which sucks, right? Because you want to mitigate damage across all of your characters, and so when that happens, it kind of happens continuously, and that it's pretty rough. Either way, full kill. We'll take that. Alright, so it is time for our 10th win bonus streak right here. This is where you got to go all out. It's going to be against a pseudo Sun Family team, right? Because now you have the Super Vegeta right here, and you also have Nappa, but you know, it's still annoying, right? Because if it's a team with Goten, Gohan, and Kaioken Goku, it's frustrating. Alright, so I think I want to do this fight like this. I think if for those of you watching, I think the safer option would definitely to put Piccolo right here instead of Bootanks, but I wanna see if this will work. All right, I want to see if this will work right here. It's very unfortunate that we don't have a key restore speed tile right here. Otherwise, this would have went a lot better. We'll go ahead and try it like this, though. Alright, so we'll go Goten, Gohan, Kaioken, and then we'll go for Nappa, Super Vegeta, and then this Goku at the very end. Yeah, so like I said before, this is one of those harder fights right here. It's always the Sun family fights that are the hardest, right? Look at my Bootangs, bro. Look at everyone else's health and look at Bootangs. Can you guys guess who got hit the most? Who took all of the attacks? It's so stupid that it happens like that, bro. I hate that they can just focus down one character, dude. But we avoided all the super attacks. We did have to rely on the rush, but we did get the full kill. But at what cost, right? Because we subbed in 3 S tier units, right? Fat Boo, Elif Piccolo, Omega Shenron, and just for Bootangs to nearly be on the brink of death right there and not even break 2 million points. It's kind of rough. But thankfully, we can take a break from all that stuff. We're going to go to this 5-5 stage. Again, we've already dealt with this stage time and time before, so we'll go ahead and easily breeze by this one as well. Alright, so usually I do like to bring Bootangs in on the stage, but his health is at 18%. So I'm going to go ahead and just let him ride the bench right here. This is the formation that we're going to be using. Alright, so I honestly think we can just get, like, easily breeze by this green EX unit, and then we'll take care of this guy. Right, and then we'll take care of the red because he does pose a threat to my yellows right here, right? And then we'll take out Gohan, this EX, and then the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta at the very end once again. Yeah, so even without Bootangs being right there, I think this went perfectly. Right, we're taking out this green Shisami right off rip is actually really easy. You don't even need a super attack for it. All it takes is 3 units, right? It takes my Legends Road Piccolo, this first form Cell, and Janemba, and that's all it takes right there. So I would say that's pretty good. All right, next up, we probably have the worst Sun family stage of them all, right? And the only reason why I say the worst is because this stupid Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku is on here, man. I hate fighting the Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku. Hate it, bro. Absolutely hate it. Whenever I see him, bro, like I literally grovel because he just has that ability to hit you with can't inflict attack on turn 1, right? And as it is, you need all the firepower you need to get through these 2 walls right here, right? So it's just frustrating. I hate going against this one. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna sacrifice Bootangs. Straight up, we're gonna sacrifice Bootangs, and this is actually very risky because we're going to give him this Ki Restore Speed title, right? So he's guaranteed to attack first. But if that Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku hits him with the can't attack, we're screwed. We're screwed. Right? But I do have a contingency plan just in case, right? Because my first form Cell, Legend Road Piccolo, LF Piccolo, and the Omega Shenron will all get a hit in before Goten can unleash his super attack. So we have somewhat of a backup plan right there, right? Somewhat of a backup plan to avoid getting hit with the super attacks. But either way, I think this is going to be the death of Bootangs. We can definitely get through the rest of the board without him, though. Alright, so this is the attack order that we're going to follow. Is Goten first, Gohan, Kaioken, and then we'll try to get this little brat out of the way, and then we'll get the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and then the Healer 18 at the very end. Alright, dude. Bro, Bootangs lives, dude. Bootangs lives, bro. We got the full kill, avoided all of the super attacks. This Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku, he stunned my Elif Piccolo, which was more than fine with me. Absolutely more than fine with me. Thank God we actually barely got out of that one. Alright, for the last fight of this part, right, we are going to be going against this 5-5 stage to the right. This Vegeta Blue stage. It should be somewhat easy, right? Somewhat easy, but it's still a 5-5 stage nonetheless. You can't underestimate your opponent and all that good stuff. Let's go and talk about our formation. Alright, so we're going to try something experimental here. For this formation, right, I'm going to actually put this Kid Buu on the Ki Restore Speed. This is going to allow him to attack first, right? In my attack order, he does have this blue card ready for him. I'm going to try to snipe a yellow. And then I'm going to try to snipe Vegeta Blue with this guy because he also has his super attack ready for him. I'm actually going to go ahead and put him up here so we can go ahead and get the special buff for him, right? For the special move attack. And then I think after... Honestly, that'll make things so much more easier on me. Let's go ahead and try it like this. Alright, so if everything goes according to plan, right, I don't have this down to a science or anything, but we'll try to snipe the yellow, snipe the blue, get the purple, right, because then my yellows will start attacking, and then we'll get this guy out of the way, and then I think Piccolo will get his LF on, or his special move on this guy, and then we can take care of Gogeta. Hopefully this works out. I'm not too sure. Alright, so as it turns out... that Trunks is a very tanky boy. Trunks is so the experiment did not work. We used both of the super attacks on this Trunks right here. We weren't able to snipe at all. But I still think it was a good attack order I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I still think it was a good attack order. We still were able to get the super attack off with this Trunks. I was just a little bit too ambitious. I definitely overcalculated my damage, but everyone's nice and healthy. We still got 1.5 million points off of that. We'll go ahead and take that. Alright, and so before we close out the video, let's see where we lie in terms of our rank. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and be closing out the video at 120 with regeneration, with like not even a optimal team, right? There's a lot of S tier units that I'm using on here. Bootanks is definitely on the cusp of death right here. He has like probably one more fight in him, maybe, right? That's even a maybe. 120. Let's see what the top 1,000 is right now. I want to see who's at the tip top of the scales right now. It is at 18 million, right? I don't think we're too far behind right here at all. We'll go ahead and take that for sure. All right, so that being said, let me know where you guys are at in the season right now, and if you have any more questions about my regeneration team or anything like that, or if there's any fight that's like really just troubling you, dude, because right now it just feels like Sun Family. I didn't see any like LOV stages, any crazy stages like that. It's just Sun Family that's just being so damn annoying. So let me know in the comments down below what your guys' thoughts are on the season so far. And if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you guys leave a like, maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Later!